Hi friends, Reverend Katie back here with our daily devotional series, The Weary World Rejoices by Kate Bowler. And we are in week 3 of Advent, so we have lit the candle of hope, the candle of peace, and newly the candle of joy. The theme Kate's chosen for this week is the promise of restoration. And today we are finding wholeness. And Kate tells us the story of the prophet of Ezekiel, who, when looking on a lifeless valley, responds to God's question of, can these bones live? Thinking not. And then God breathes life back into the valley. God does what God has always been doing, restoring. It's what Jesus came to begin at Christmas and has seen through to the end of Easter and beyond. And so Kate says, Advent sees this restoration as a long and slanting light. It meets our eyes and suddenly we can see hope where there was none. Like a little flower breaking through the pavement to remind us of beauty in the midst of something truly difficult to break through. And so our first question for today is, what does the word vitality mean to you? Does it feel familiar or foreign to your current experience, and why? I think whenever it's a more busy time of year, when I'm a little more tired, I feel a little less vitality, a little less life-filled, I think. I have a little less energy, a little less passion I can fuel into what I'm doing. And I think in order to maintain a life brimming with vitality, brimming with life, with creativity, with joy, with passion, we need to rest. When you're really starting to feel that tired wall, we rest. Our second question from Kate today is theologian Howard Thurman says, don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. What stands out to you from this quote? How does it make you feel? You know, it reminds me of the Marie Kondo quote, does this spark joy? And although that can be used as a cleaning technique, I think it can also be used as part of our regular life. And maybe not for everything. Despite the fact that laundry does not spark joy in my life, I do still do it. But when it comes to what I'm pursuing in life, what holds meaning for me at this point in my life, I often think of the question, is this where God is calling me? And normally, when I start answering that question, I find that passion, that joy, that energy that I need to devote to what I'm doing. Kate invites us to respond today by saying, spend some time getting in touch with how you feel during various parts of the day. See if you can connect vitality and joy with Christmas preparation anytime throughout your day. Make a mental note of what was happening then. What puts a spring in your step and a joy in your heart as you lean into the promise of Christmas joy and new life? Well, when I find I'm struggling with the long nights and very short days, candle lighting helps me remember light in my life. I find staring up at stars on a clear night, or having a warm drink of tea or coffee or even lemon and honey water helps me reawaken. And I think it's okay at this time of year to really pause in a moment that's bringing you joy, whether you are hearing a song you love come to life, whether it is seeing snow fall in just the most beautiful way, whether it is laughing so hard at a joke that has been told, or hugging someone you haven't seen in a while. To really pause in those moments and find where your joy is. Find what's bringing you a life of vitality. Does it spark joy? Okay, and so our blessing today is a blessing for new hope. God, sometimes the dry bones stay dry, the dead stay dead. Actually, most of the time. Fine, all of the time. But you make exceptions. Thank you for a newborn baby who turned the world toward love. Thank you for a newborn moment when you turned love toward me. And for all the times when the dry stays dry and what's gone stays gone. Make Advent the loveliest reminder that you have the uncanny ability to bring everything back to life. My friends, life again, new life, is always, always before us. So as you go out into your Advent times, however they be, may you go with a heart ready for restoration. And my friends, I bid you all a wonderful night.